We are here in Canton, Ohio, where it is a cold one at Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium, but the Marion local Flyers look to heat things up against Hillsdale in the Division VII Football State Championships. Special thanks to our presenting sponsor, Ultimate Outdoor. Bring resort-style living to your backyard every day with a luxury outdoor space by Ultimate Outdoor. Great season to the Marion local Flyers. And let's get right into the final game of that season. Opening drive of the game, Marion local ball. Parker Hess finishes from 4 yards out to give the Flyers a 7-0 lead. Marion local now on defense. Daniel Everman snags the interception to give the Flyers the ball back. And they capitalize. Hess again with the 3-yard score. 13-0 Marion local. Hillsdale goes 3 and out, so back come the Marion local offense. They just need one play. Justin Nauf connects with Victor Holscher. 37 yards to pay dirt. That touchdown makes it 20-0 Flyers. That Flyers defense relentless on this day. Everman again corrals the interception, and he once more 54-yard return down to the 1-yard line. That's when Ethan Heitkamp punches it in for the score, increasing the lead to 26-0. Ensuing defensive stint, Marion local forces the punt, which goes to Holscher, and he sees opportunity behind stellar blocking. He houses this one, his second straight state title game with a punt return touchdown as Marion leads 33-0, still in the first quarter. So let's get to the second quarter. Sitting on the goal line, Hess punches in another touchdown. Couple that with a Griffin Bruns interception return touchdown on the ensuing possession, and the Flyers have a 46-0 lead. So the coaching staff getting conservative with the play calls, going QB run with Nauf, but the C's open. Nauf led the Flyers with 60 yards rushing, all of them on this play. 53-0 Marion local. In the final minutes of the first half, Parker Hess scores his 4th touchdown of the day. The Flyers put up 60 at the break. We head to the third quarter, building the lead even more. Ethan Heitkamp running outside, keeping his defender at bay for the 12-yard score, 67-0. And then to the fourth quarter, Camden Eifert crosses the goal line, setting the record for the largest margin of victory in state championship history. Marion local wins it, 74-0.
I mean, obviously we wanted to get off to a fast start. We thought we had the advantage with just experience and you know, we thought we were better than they were in special teams. So, you know, there were a few areas I thought we had a big advantage, and you know, we capitalized on those. Obviously, didn't run a lot of offensive plays. You know, hit a lot of short fields after interceptions and punt returns and so forth. So the game kind of snowballed pretty fast, and I mean, wasn't exactly what we expected for sure. But our kids played well, and we were happy about that. We had a goal this week to come over here and play really well, because I told these guys they deserve to play well in this game, because, you know, we've been over here a lot of times, obviously, and there's been some times we just haven't played well, and it's been a struggle. So yeah, I was happy that, you know, we were able to, you know, just kind of put our best foot forward in front of you know, football guys across the state.
Marion local adds on to their legendary resume, winning their 4th consecutive state title and 15th in school history.
The standard is the standard, and that's my job. It's not always fun to hold the line on the standard. That's my job.
The Flyers seniors complete their illustrious careers, having never lost a high school football game.
Yeah, it's super exciting. I'm sure here in a few days I'll be sitting there in class and watching a little bit of film because it's fun. And then I'll be sitting there and it'll be like, yep, that was a great time.
It'll kick in on the bus ride home, probably. More like when you get close to home.
These guys did have to wait. You know, for as talented as they were, there was only a couple of them. Kyle, Adam Winter, and Victor played a little bit as sophomores, but everyone else, it was strictly Sparky played a little bit as a sophomore here and there. But yeah, not that much for how good they are. So yeah, they had to wait their turn, and you know they were pretty lights out at JV level 2 years ago. But the coaches noticed this class. I mean, not for its athleticism or anything like that. We just noticed, like, watch this class. Like, if we're watching film at 8, these guys are going to be there at 7:30 just because they like hanging out together. And you just notice things like that. And this class is just different. We've never had a class that would do things like that. So, yeah, we're going to miss them.
While the Flyer offense has its reputation, it was the defense and special teams that set the tone. Marion Local came away with 5 interceptions, while Victor Holscher racked up a punt return touchdown.
Yeah, it helps with blockers on the punt return. I mean, I just seen a seam and just turned the burners on and took it to the crib. About it.
Hey, Vic,
No, I mean, that's how we do it in practice. I mean, that's just how we practice. That's how it should be done. And, yeah.
Played well in a lot of different areas, and I think we take pride in our special teams, and I'm not sure everyone does that, and we take pride in our defense, so I think we played pretty well, yeah. To kind of touch on that, like when you're calling plays, like there's a big difference between the running game's working. And then everything is open because, you can do whatever you want on first and 10. And, if it doesn't hit and it's 2nd and 10, you feel confident you got 2 downs to get 10 yards. So I think, just the overall run game, once we kind of establish that, and I would say more so, like you're watching these teams on film, they're playing teams that you've never really went against. And so you're just making conjectures on, how certain matchups will go. But once you kind of see it live, it's like, all right, we can run the ball against these guys. So that just makes calling plays a lot easier, and I think it loosens everyone up, especially in the passing game and so forth.
Add on a win streak that extends to 64 games. Marion Local hopes the next class and beyond can carry on the success.
Yeah, well, I hope it means a lot, and I hope it motivates the younger guys, to want to do it for themselves. Certainly, an extra 6 weeks of practice, doesn't hurt things either. So, and we work with those guys every day. So we're hoping, that they're going to take it and run with it. But yeah, I think there were 7 sets of brothers on this year's team. So it's kind of neat. And for you stats buffs out there, I'd be curious. Victor had a punt return for a touchdown last year in this game. Has anyone ever done it 2 different years? I would be curious on that stat. We'll worry about that when it happens. We have an open week 1 right now, so we'll see what happens. I'm not really worried about that, to be honest with you. Like scheduling, whatever. Or like we have big games in our league all the time, and we have plenty of those. But yeah, we'll schedule, whoever we can find that's in the best interest of Marion Local football. Oh, yeah, and I said it right after we played them. There's been a lot of teams worse than them that won state titles, in this state, because I've seen it, And we were, some of my teams weren't as good as that Minster team this year. So, yeah, it was fun because you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but you guys lost 1 game, and that was 8th grade to Minster, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah.
So they were undefeated as 7th graders, lost 1 game to Minster in 8th grade, and then so for a long time we've known, that was going to be a battle, and it was fun. We practice a lot, and we're always adding stuff and tinkering, so that's part of the fun. And I kind of told the coaches, when it was pretty obvious what was going down, it's like, all right, have some fun here. Let it rip, and but there were still a couple things I was like, I don't think we should do that. That wouldn't be sportsmanlike at this point. So yeah, but that's part of the fun. We're always learning, always putting new stuff in, always tweaking. I'm more of a Muhammad Ali kind of generation. I don't really know much about Joe Louis. I'll have to ask my dad. He was probably watching those fights. I don't know. I liked Iron Mike. I didn't like him like a month ago because I stayed up until 12:30 and I watched that.
And once again, a special thanks to our presenting sponsor, Ultimate Outdoor. Bring resort-style living to your backyard every day with a luxury outdoor space by Ultimate Outdoor. Great season, Marion Local Flyers. In Canton, Ohio, at Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium, Jack McGuire, WOSN.